What it do? Was good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over the top 5 most overpowered classes to be using in MW2. I guarantee you, if you use these classes, you're going to be a fry boy. You're not going to get outgunned anymore. No more of that. Oh, he gunned me. He gunned me. He gunned. No more of that. You're just going to be frying. You're going to be in the cut frying. No bullshit. Let me hop into the game and let me show you exactly what classes I'm talking about. But we got the M13 Bravo. On this class, you're going to be running the 14-inch Bruin Echelon, the Cronin Mini Pro, the Bruin R90 Factory, the Bruin Flash Grip, and the Harbinger D20. So let's get into our tunings. I'm going to tell you why we select each attachment for what and whatnot. So on our barrel, we're going to be doing 0.39 aim walking speed and 0.30 damage range. Now we're going to up the damage range because this gun has, I wouldn't say bad, but mediocre damage range. You know, it seems to cut off more medium range, and it has no type of real recoil to it. So having that extra damage range is going to let you win those longer range engagements. Our aim walking speed, that's pretty obvious. We really don't need the recoil steadiness, but adding some quickness to the weapon is definitely going to help us in the long run. On the Harbinger D20, in my opinion, this suppressor is goated. I don't know what it is, but this suppressor is actually cracked. So on the tune, we're gonna be running ADS speed 1.08. You get ADS speed on this gun, you're gonna be obviously ADS and quicker, but you're gonna be snapping on targets like no other. And you're losing ADS speed with this suppressor, so adding some ADS speed on the back end is definitely gonna help you out. And we're gonna go 0.81 bullet velocity. This is gonna make your bullets travel faster. Obviously, I gain you the kill faster. Then we're going to be running the Bruin Flash Grip. Now, this gun's going to give you some sprint to fire speed and some ADS speed, but you're going to lose some recoil control, which is all fine and well because this gun really doesn't have that much recoil, but you're going to go 0.81 on ADS speed. Again, ADS speed's never bad. And then 0.35 sprint to fire speed. This is going to be crucial for those closer range gunfights, just because the tac sprint in this game is such a good mechanic. When you're tac sprinting, when you come down with your gun, it takes longer for you to ADS, so getting that sprint to fire speed in there is definitely going to help you out. Now on the Bruin R90 Factory, our stock, we're going to be running 2.97 towards ADS speed. Again, ADS speed, you aim down sights faster. We're getting a minus ADS speed on this stock, so why not just add some more ADS speed in there to kind of counteract that. We're also going to do the aim walking speed at 1.86. Pretty self-explanatory. We're trying to make this gun as quick as possible. Because damage, the accuracy is already there. You really don't need to do anything to the accuracy. Now we're gonna run the Cronin Mini Pro. I don't have to say anything. This sight is the best sight in the game, hands down. You're gonna run the 2.42 towards ADS speed, and you're not gonna touch the eye position. Let me show you some gameplay on this gun.
Changing max.
Copy. UAV is on station. Recon online. Confirming next hard point. Stand by. UAV is MW2. RTV at this time. UAV ready to deploy. Station updated. Bring the UAV online.
Last mag.
Counter ready to deploy.
I'm almost out of. Number 4 on my list is gonna have to be the M4. Now this gun isn't as good as it was. It's not. Let's face it. It's really not as good as it was. It got a nerf. But the class setup we're gonna be running on it is gonna be sort of similar to what the pros were running on it before. But we're gonna add a laser on instead of a stock. So you're gonna run the high tower 20-inch barrel. It's gonna help you out with those longer range engagements. The FTAC Castle Comp, the FTAC Ripper 56, the FSS Ole V laser, and the Seiken ZX grip. So the tune on our barrel, you're going to go for recoil steadiness and damage range. So you're going to go 0.23 on recoil steadiness and 0.28 on damage range. Both of those stats are pretty self-explanatory. I really don't have to explain those stats too much. The FTAC Castle comp, you're going to tune this to 0.62 recoil stabilization and 0.35 gun kick control. It's going to level out some of that recoil you do get with the M4. It's got a little vertical recoil to it. And it's going to make it so you don't have to pull down on your right stick at all. Then on the FTAC Ripper 56, we're going to go 0.57 recoil stabilization, 0.36 aiming idle stability. Again, this is going to help you out with those mid to long range engagements. Now, the FSS Olay V laser, this is going to give you cracked out ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, ADS speed, aiming stability, all that. You'll see it in the gameplay. It cleans the ADS speed up so well. Now, the only downside to this is your laser is always visible when you're ADSing, which kind of sucks. So ADS wisely. Now on your Seiken grip, you're going to be running 0.74 recoil steadiness and 0.42 aiming idle stability. All in all, this gun is pretty solid. You know, it's the go-to gun. It's the old reliable. It's like every M4 and every other Call of Duty game. Let me get to some gameplay and really show you what this gun's all about. Now all you got to do is be player 2 instead of player 1. There he is.
Confirming next hard point. Stand by. Hard point call. Target area updated. Move to the hard point. Copy that. UAV on hostile counter UAV overhead. Ready to deploy. UAV overhead.
All right, another VTOL going up. Wait.
Entry is active.
Okay, so number 3 on my list is going to have to go to the Chimera. This gun is ridiculous. If you haven't watched my previous video, go ahead and go watch it. You know, we drop bombs off on shipment with this gun, but on every other map, it's still demonic. It's crazy. This gun is absolutely crazy. This is the Honey Badger from Ghost. So on this gun, you're going to be going with the Corona Mini Pro, the Ravage 8 stock, the D37 grip, the 45 round mag, and the VX Pineapple undergrip. So for the Corona Mini Pro, you're going to tune it for ADS speed and don't touch the eye position. You're going to go for 1.74 ADS speed. This is going to clean up that ADS speed a lot. On the Ravage 8 stock, here we're getting some crouch movement speed, sprint speed, and ADS speed. We're losing some recoil control. So we're going to go for 4, like full max out on ADS speed. And then 2.09 on aim walking speed. You'll see why when we get in game. This gun kind of ADS is slow, but with these attachments, it makes it ADS real fast. This gun plays like a submachine gun. It owns... It outguns subs at close range. Medium range, you're beaming ARs. D37 grip on this gun, you're going to be running 0.55 on ADS speed and 0.45 on sprint to fire speed. You know, this is a pretty self-explanatory attachment. The 45 round mag, because we all know the Chimera shreds through ammo. Absolutely shreds through ammo. And then you're going to run the VX Pineapple. On this, you know, you're gaining hip fire accuracy, hip fire recoil control, recoil steadiness, aim walking steadiness, but you're losing hip fire or hip walking speed and ADS speed. So you're going to up your ADS speed. We don't want to negatively impact the ADS speed. So we're going to go to 0.39 ADS speed and you're going to go to 0.72 hip recoil control. Now let me take you guys over and really show you what this gun's all about with some gameplay. This gun is crazy. Sit back and relax and watch this. Come on, baby. Come to me. that. We missed too many shots right there. This gun is just really good. You guys got to give it a try. All right, we lost one at one. Number 2 on our list is going to have to go to the Kastov 74U. Now, previously, this gun probably would have been number 1 on my list, but it caught a nerf. They didn't nerf it into the ground. It's not bad by all means, but it's just not as good as number 1 in my opinion. I think that you guys would be better off running number 1, even though all 5 of these guns in any scenario can definitely fucking gun whatever on the map if you've got any kind of gun skill. This gun and the number 1 gun, you don't need gun skill. You just point and shoot. Like, these guns are menacing. They're absolutely crazy. So get into the attachments. For the attachments, you're going to be running the BR209 barrel. You're going to be running the FTAC Castle Comp, the FSS Shark Fin 90, the FSS Olevi laser, and the TAC grip. Now, with the BR209 barrel, you're going to tune this for recoil steadiness and ADS speed. You're going to go 0.37 on recoil steadiness and 0.40 on ADS speed. This gun has a little kick to it. Not a lot, but enough that you want to level that out a little bit so you don't have to constantly hold down on your right stick. You're still going to have to hold down just a little bit, but you're really not at all. Now, on the FTAC Castle Comp, you're going to go for 0.57 recoil stabilization and 0.35 gun kick control. Again, this gun has a little bit of recoil. You want to compensate for that recoil and, you know, kind of get that under control. On our FSS Shark Fin, this is going to give us some aiming idle stability alone. It's not really going to touch any negatives. That's the good thing about the FSS Shark Fin. Anybody will tell you. You're going to go 0.80 on ADS speed, 0.39 on aim walking speed. Just to, you know, so it feels a little more sub-like. Even though it is an AR, you want to be able to gun at close range as well. The FSS Olay, we've already gone over. This just cracks out your ADS speed, and it really has no negatives other than the fact that people are going to see your laser when you ADS. So just, you know, time your ADSs, you know, smartly, you know. And then on your TAC grip, you're going to be running 0.74 recoil steadiness and 0.38 sprint to fire speed. Again, this is going to not only help this feel more like a hybrid sub AR, but it's also going to calm that recoil down when you're shooting from longer range. In the gameplay I'm about to show you guys are going to see that you can use this thing universally as a sub, and you can use it as an AR. It's universal. That's what makes this gun so good. You can use it as both. You can outgun subs at sub range, ARs at AR range. You're gunning people off head glitches because this thing has barely any recoil on it after you tune it right. Just check this gameplay out. I don't need to say any more about it. Oh, he's dog shit. Clip. Okay, so we do have one honorable mention today. We have the mini bag. I didn't know about this gun being this like cracked out, but it's very situational. If you're playing shipment, pick this gun up and try it. The other guns, great for every map. This gun, if you put this gun on shipment, it just caught this little like buff. Like when you use this gun on shipment, you're going to drop nukes. Go watch my previous video and it'll show you. I dropped, I think it was a 70 or an 80 kill MGB before we got halfway through the game. Could have dropped a double nuke, but my stupid ass called the nuke in like an idiot. So I'm going to show you guys what you guys need to do with this class. You're going to be running the back 9 279 millimeter barrel. You're going to tune this for recoil steadiness and damage range. It's a sub, you know, you want that damage range. 0.27, 0.25. Now, everybody has a different muzzle for some reason. For me personally, I like the Spiral V3.5 flash hider. For me, this is the best muzzle. A lot of people are running that suppressor, and it looks like that gun has no recoil. It just doesn't ADS as fast for me. For the tune, you're going to go for 0.74 recoil smoothness and 0.31 gun kick control. You know, like I said, this gun's got a little bit of kick. The mini back grip mag. Now this is going to take you to a different level. It's going to even out that recoil just a little bit. It's going to take a little bit of ADS speed, but not too much. There's no tune for that, unfortunately. You're going to run the True Tech grip. Run this at 0.84 ADS speed and 0.35 sprint to fire speed. The submachine gun, guys. You need to have that 80. You need to be as fast as possible coming off not only the sprint, but when some guy crosses the corner, you want to be able to ADS as fast as humanly possible. And the VLK stockless. Now, what this attachment does is it helps you feel more like a sub. Like, you know, any stockless mod in every game does. It helps you feel more like a sub. More versatile. More, I'd say you feel quicker. You feel faster. This gun has been my favorite gun since the game came out, but it kept getting overshadowed by the M4. And I was playing competitive at the time. I kind of slowed down on competitive because of content. I'm trying to pick content back up. I'm not really trying to focus on the competitive scene anymore. But the TAC 56 has been my favorite gun since literal launch. You go back, you watch any of my streams on Twitch, I was using the TAC 56 since the game came out. Since the M4 got nerfed, this is the most versatile AR in the game. That's not going to give you the sub, you know, the sub angle that the Kastov 74 you will. But if you use this thing like an AR from medium to long range, you're going to destroy everybody in your path. For your attachments, you're going to be running the Tundra Pro Barrel, the Seiken Tread 40, the F-Tac Ripper 56, the high velocity rounds, and the FSS Olay yet again. So for the Tundra Barrel tune, you know, you're gaining damage range, hip fire accuracy, and bullet velocity, but you're losing ADS speed, hip recoil control. So we're going to go for recoil steadiness, 0.37 recoil steadiness, and we're also going to go for damage range. We're going to go 0.28 damage range. This is going to help you out in long range engagements. If you find that you're ADSing a little too slow for your liking, you could definitely take this more towards ADS speed. But in my opinion, those clutch kills from longer range with extended damage range on the barrel, it's too good to take it off for me. The next attachment you're going to be running is the Seiken Tread 40. So with this, you're going to get some vertical recoil control and some horizontal recoil control, but you're going to lose some ADS speed and some aiming stability. Here, you're going to take this to 0.36 recoil stabilization and 0.23 gun kick control. It's going to help you a little bit more with your, again, recoil, but you're also, you know, going to get some gun kick control. So overall, you don't get as much visual kick on the weapon. Next attachment, of course, is the F-Tac Ripper. You know, you're gaining some aiming idle stability, some hip fire accuracy, and recoil stabilization, but you're losing ADS speed and walking speed. And, you know, it's an AR, whatever. You're going to go to 0.23 recoil stabilization and 0.40 aiming stability. It's going to help you out at those longer range engagements. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to put your high velocities on. You're going to get your bullet velocities. You're going to lose a little bit of damage range, which is why we took the damage range up. But on the actual high velocity rounds, you want to take the damage range up to 0.32, and you want to take bullet velocity to 6.39. Trust me, it's going to take you to a different level with this gun. And then you know my spiel with the FSS Olay if you've been paying attention to this whole video. It's going to give you cracked out ADS speed, which is why I'm not too worried about the negative cons with the ADS speed on the other attachments. This attachment is going to take you to a different level. Without further ado, let's showcase this weapon in all its glory.
Hardpoint. Get ready.
Yeah, that was a sticky situation. Glad we got out of that one. Come on, crossover. Can't cross when you're going top. It's only a matter of time before I figure out what you're going to do. You're lost. I don't know where that other kid just went. Let's figure that out. There's one right above me. Boom, there's one. Congratulations, you made it to the end of this long ass video. You guys are still here towards the end and you took anything out of anything that I said today and you're shutting little Timmy's down left and right. Consider dropping a sub. Consider sticking around. Consider hitting my links at the bottom. I've got a Twitch. I've got a Discord for all my fans. Everything's set up in the description, you know. Hit me up. I'm always down to talk. I'm always down to collab. Let me know. All that being said, I'm out.